Bear Down Bears fans, I'm here to give you 3 keys to a Chicago Bears victory versus Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it starts right now. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Pat, the designer, back at it again. If you are new to the channel, please like the video. Please subscribe to the page because we do talk Chicago sports weekly, and we don't want you to miss a thing, so make sure that you hit that bell. Also, be sure to check out Windy City The Breeze podcast, a Chicago sports podcast. You can check the link for that in the description below as well. Now, let's get to these 3 keys. Last Sunday was tough. It was not good. It was ugly. Call it what you want. But we have to move on from that. We have to get better from that. You know what I'm saying? So, here are my 3 keys to defeating Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Key number 1, you have to build a rhythm with Nick Foles early. Tampa Bay knows that Nick Foles is not used to these receivers yet. He knows that they know that there's going to take some time to get this offense kind of looking like what we want it to look like. They're going to try to disrupt that early. They're not going to want to allow that to happen. And we're pretty much going from the best defense in the NFL to arguably the second best defense in the NFL. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Chicago Bears are going to be able to deal with that. But you have to build a rhythm early. You have to get Nick Foles in his rhythm early. We've seen when Nick Foles gets a rhythm going, when he gets that rapport with the receivers, when he gets comfortable, he really is able to pick defenses apart. And that's what we have to establish. Now, that's going to fall on the offensive line. Of course, I could have separated the offensive line, made them their own key, but it doesn't even make sense to do it because everything Nick Foles is going to do is going to be predicated on that protection around him. So, offensive line, all those guys. Listen, Charles Leno Jr. especially, we're looking at you, buddy. We have to protect Nick Foles, allow him to be comfortable, allow him to assess the defense so that he can make the play. He's got the ability to. He's got the accuracy too, and we just got to protect him long enough for him to find that guy. You're going to be in shotgun a lot. Hopefully that'll be able to help him out a little bit, but I think that if we can get Nick Foles comfortable and in his rhythm, that he will once again be able to defeat Tom Brady as he comes into Soldier Field. Now, before I continue with the video, I want to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. How do you think the Chicago Bears will be able to defeat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Key number 2, do not allow Tom Brady to get comfortable. This defensive line, we've seen them in the backfield all year, but we haven't seen them get the big plays that we've thought should come from the names on this line, right? This is going to have to be a game for Robert Quinn. I think that you know what they're going to do to Khalil Mack. They're going to double team him. I want to see Akeem Hicks pushing up the middle, forcing him one side. And listen, Tom Brady, he can get rid of that ball quickly, but if you put that pressure in his face, you're going to make things difficult for him. And that's what you got to do against the best quarterback in NFL history. If you let him stand back there and have time, he will absolutely pick this secondary apart, especially with how we've been playing across the middle of the field. So we need to see this defensive line really get in there and really cause some havoc just to make Tom Brady uncomfortable enough, and maybe you get that pick. Maybe you get that pick 6. Look, he's had a problem with pick 6s this season, right? I think in his last 6 starts, he's thrown 4 pick 6s. So the opportunity's there for you. You have to make him uncomfortable, though. Get in that backfield, disrupt what he likes, disrupt that comfort of his pocket, and see what you can do with that. You also have the fact that O.J. Howard is also out. He was pretty big in that blocking game. So now you got Gronk a little older, a little more injury prone. Not saying that we want him to get injured, but, you know, he doesn't have the body that he used to have. So, look. Attack. Chuck Pagano, I want to see this defensive line attacking at all times. And I think if you can do that, you can cause them not to stop. Look, you're not going to stop him. You're not going to, it's like LeBron. You're not going to stop him, but let's contain him. Let's try and make him make a few too many mistakes, and I think that we can come out of here with the W. And key number 3, I feel like a broken record with key number 3. Establish the freaking run game. And I do not mean Cordero Patterson. You got to establish the run. You allowed San Diego. I almost got it. They're not even a team anymore. What are you doing? You allowed the Indianapolis coach to basically make you a one-dimensional team, and that one dimension was passing, something that we've struggled with all season. You have to establish the run. We need to see better play calling out of Matt Nagy in general, which means, please, no Cordero Patterson on 3rd and 1. Allow David Montgomery to do what he does best. Let him hit the holes. Also, again, offensive line, make some holes. Please, maybe a little bit. But if we can establish the run in this game, now you've got Nick Foles at his best. You're running a RPO system. If they don't fear the R in the RPO system, it's just a PO system. And guess what I'm going to be? PO'd, pissed off at the end of the game, because we'll probably come out of there with the loss. So I think if you can get this run game going, now it puts them on their heels, especially with David Montgomery. The kind of runner that David Montgomery is will tire defenses out. And especially when you're dealing with a defense as good as this, you need them as tired as possible. Allow him to basically punch them in the mouth as many times as possible and keep moving those chains downfield. Let's not get too cute. We know what we can do. We don't have Aaron freaking Rodgers standing back there, and it pains me to say that, but watching what he did to the Falcons was straight up disrespectful, so I had to give him that. And I think if you can keep this defense on its heels, keep them guessing. Look, we know Nick Foles can make the plays, but he can't make the plays if they know the plays are coming. If I'm and let's switch it up a little bit as well. Let's not go run first down, pass, pass, pass. Run first down, pass, pass, pass. Run first down. I was calling plays sitting there watching the game last week. Let's not be as predictable this week, but let's establish that run game. Allow David Montgomery to have his big game, man. And let's get a rushing touchdown. The only team in the NFL without a rushing touchdown? Are you serious? Are you serious? But I want to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think the keys are to a Chicago Bears victory? I will be down to talk with each and every one of you. I am going to get up out here. It is your boy, Pat, the designer, back at it again. To continue watching our content, click the link here or check the links in the description below. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Peace.